Capricorn, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for September 2015. Capricornians, we have quite a few planetary movements this month. We are beginning the month with the gorgeous Venus and Mars conjunct that is highlighting a part of your chart that speaks about psychological inheritance, and this house is about joint resources, it's about sexuality, it's about intimacy. And with Mars being there in this particular house, you can be driven to transform. And Venus is retrograde, so you're not going to be getting that much of a help from Venus over here. But Mars is going to be pushing you in this house and literally making you take something which is very old and transform it into new. It can be that certain perspectives, certain maybe judgments, certain notions that you have about a certain situation, that could get changed for you, that could get transformed for you this month. This is also a time wherein that you are going to be picking up on the little things that people say, and you're going to be making judgments, and it is necessary for you because you're likely to be put against people who are not too transparent this month. However, try, with Mars being there, try not be too aggressive and try not to sort of try and not be too controlling this month, Capricornians. You can also have expect some disputes with your business partner, and it can be over joint finances, and you may be the one wanting to control the situation. This particular aspect can also happen with a spouse or with an estranged spouse as well, when there is a joint finance, and there could be some amount of a power struggle happening with the money about who pays what, and valuable lessons will be learned through this. Now, this house is also a house which can give you a lot of spiritual mastery if you are all set to control your ego and be quite smart, Capricorn. So try not to let your ego get into the way, so that you stand to lose out wherein that you could have gained. We have a new moon solar eclipse that is there on the 13th of September, and this is highlighting a part of your chart that is about travel, it's about philosophy, and it is also about higher mind and learning. And during this time, the new moon is going to be coming and giving you more opportunities to maybe sharpen your mind more. It's going to be encouraging you to learn more. It's going to be encouraging you to maybe read up more, understand more about your business. And it's also that through maybe exploring other people's lives from different cultures, different countries, is also going to be really expanding your life, and it's really going to be changing your perspective about life in general. This is a time where your current status quo is not going to be making you very happy, Capricornians. You're going to be wanting to change things, and you want you want to push things, you want to drive people, and you want to sort of you want change, and you're willing to sort of travel if that be the situation. And this is also a time, however, because this house also covers legal matters to a certain extent, so legal matters could come into play for you. It's not a great time to be committing something to long term right now for you. So it's just time to sort of wait and watch. In your house of compassion, intuition, it's a house of karma. It's about behind the scenes. It's about addictions, and it's also about compulsions and obsessive behavior. And when Saturn transits this house, you're advised to serve over here, and if you don't want to suffer. And during this time, you will find that or the questions that you're going to be asked is that, are you going to be putting yourself in a prison? Are you going to be putting yourself in a mental institution, a hospital, or a monastery? And how maybe your mind is holding you as a prisoner to the past maybe, and to maybe a deep-seated conditioning that you've not been able to let go of. and it can also be the past of mistakes, which can really make you frustrated, it can make you angry, and it can it can just sort of, it's a time wherein that you will feel you're lying on a bed of wounds, so to speak. And so the choice really is up to you, because it's a house of transformation. Do you want to sit over there and keep nursing your wounds and having a pity party, or do you want to get up and restart again, and you want to transform? And the choices are given to you in this house. It's not as if it's a given, you have to suffer, and no, it's a time wherein that Saturn is asking you to do that work on yourself. It's asking you to roll up your sleeves and get into the thick of things and start sorting them out. So it's an option that you have. So in your mind, like a young Dalai Lama, you can walk miles and miles, and you can keep leafing through the library of memories and learning from it. Or you can just become a prisoner in your own mind, and you can suffer. Now, whatever the past may be, this particular house, it's Saturn is going to be coming and shining a light over here. So everything, there can be some skeletons in the closet that could come out. There can be certain, even if it's nothing, even if not secrets, maybe there's something that you will understand about yourself during this transit, which is more on a psychological level, and something that you have not been able to deal with. And you will be doing some amount of spring cleaning over here of your psyches. And during this transit also, you face your own demons. So it may be vague, but it all has to do with stuff from the past, and that really needs to get aired, and it needs to be put to rest once and for all. And you may not realize it, that often these things that happen in the past, if we have not confronted or if we have not dealt with them, they can sort of undermine our happiness, and it doesn't really allow us to move ahead. And Saturn tends to sweep through our closet, and it's literally this particular house, and it takes a look at what is it that is hiding inside over there. So it's the process is not really uncomfortable. So it's not as if that you're going to be going through some really great pain and strife, but Saturn just wants you to clear out the junk and make space for the new things. The process can be lengthy, and it can feel little slow and tedious, and you will find that if you stick to it, if you are persistent, you'll find that it's it's not that bad. It doesn't maybe even things like outdated attachments that are there, maybe stuff which is long ceased to have any value, yet you're just sort of hanging on to it. And it again speaks about emotional, psychological scars, wounds. And this is the time wherein that you just ask to free yourself of all this, and to just move ahead into a better life, into a happier life. You need to be keeping an eye on psychosomatic illnesses or even sleeplessness that can happen during this phase. And a lot of you can get attracted to alternate ways of living, healing. So by all means, try if meditation works for you, or even if psychoanalysis, hypnosis works for you, by all means go ahead and try it. Pluto is turning direct for you towards the end of the month, and this is around the 25th, and Pluto is turning direct in your house of self. And this is the time wherein that you have to develop humility in order to be effective, Capricornians, and especially for those of you who are really high up there in the ladder. It's a time wherein that it's the energy is all about that nobody better mess with me, or I can deal with everything. It speaks about a lot of arrogance. It speaks about overconfidence. So try and be a little watchful over here, because it can sort of bring out suppressed feelings. Now Pluto is really the lord of the underworld, and in fact, as per Roman mythology, he was the king who oversaw the land of dead. So everything that is dark inside us, and everything that we don't want to confront, we don't want to deal with, really, Pluto pulls it all out and brings it on the surface. and it can make you more domineering. So try not to sort of get too aggressive and step on too many toes. And this is also, since it is there in your own house, it can also make you aware of the motivations of the people around you. It can it can also make you aware about your own goals. You may become quite sensitive to criticism, to feedback around this a time. You may just take things too personally. So try and sort of keep that at the back of your mind, that if somebody gives any feedback, take it in the right spirit. Don't sort of get too sensitive about it. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Capricorn. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.